Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Had an interesting turn of events today. Uh, so, as y'all know, man, I've been working on the little 70 CST 10, doing what I do. So I get a phone call today. What is this? Sunday the 12th of September. Right. So, all right. So we got the exhaust fixed. We got our exhaust manifold fixed. We got the little piece that fits on the transmission. We got that fixed. But then I get a phone call today, and it's getting late, so I'm going to try to go through this pretty quick. And by the way, sorry, no Captiva video, because it's been raining here, Friday, Saturday, and it just quit like about an hour ago. And then we got blue skies. Hopefully that'll carry on for a few days and I can get back to it. But anyway, so I get a phone call today. The guy owns the 70, right? This one right here. Okay. All right. So he wants to be driving this thing the first week in November. Yeah, right. That's going to happen. So let's go back and recap this for the new viewers that haven't, been here and so far went through what has happened. Okay. So all right, here we go. Let's flip the camera around. 1970 CST 10. Pulled this thing out of a garage. This thing has not been on the road since 1984. We pulled out of his driveway, I think the summer of 92, maybe 91. I put a transmission in it, fixed the motor, get all that running. He drives around on the farm for about 2 or 3 weeks. His brother passes away. This is just a quick one. And, the truck got parked again. So we took the motor out, stuck it on the engine stand, put it in the garage, took the transmission out, put it in the delivery van he had, because he needed, the transmission went in the delivery van. But anyway, this is just a quick recap. During that time, when we worked on it the first time, new brake lines, new everything on the brakes, went through all kind of crap on the motor, getting that thing done, bunch of crap on the transmission, getting that done, bunch of interior work, all that stuff, right? So then when his brother passes away, it gets parked again. We take the motor out and all that kind of stuff, put the truck in the barn. So this year, about January, I get a phone call. Oh, I want to put the truck back together. All right, because I got to move. I got to sell the farm and all that stuff. So I got to clean the barn out. All right, at that point, man, we had, sorry, I can't get there, 2 months, 8 weeks. I had to get everything I had stored in that barn out, plus get this thing out. Plus, he had a Massey Ferguson 185 or 165 tractor he wanted to get running. Had to work on that. He had old Alice Chalmers tractor, 1950 something model. Had to work on that, get that thing fixed. So then it brought us down to we had 6 weeks to get this truck at least where he could drive it down to my place so we could work on it, right? No motor, no transmission, that kind of thing. So I went through the engine, resealed it, got everything done with that, got that stuck back. Well, I didn't get it stuck back in the truck. Put that back on, everything was done on the engine stand, so we got that done. Then we rebuild, we take the transmission, we're sitting on the tailgate of this thing, with, you know, no transmission pan, no nothing. So I go through that, find out all kind of stuff that's wrong in the bottom end of it. It's going to cost quite a bit of money, more than what he wants to spend. So then we take the transmission out of the 85 van. He decides to rebuild that, so I rebuild that thing, stick that to the back end of the motor, and we set it all down in here, get it running. Of course, we got no lights, we got nothing. We got no brakes. It was just a mess. Well, in that 6-week period, man, you just got to go back and look at the videos from the first of this truck. And I'm sorry I'm bouncing around everywhere, but I'm planning on putting it all in a playlist. So we get all that done and get it stuck back up in here and get the lights working, get this working, get that working. Bring it down here, right? Okay, I think we're kind of caught up on that stuff. So anyway, like I said earlier, so now he decides he wants this thing where he can drive it, like in November. All right, well, I'm thinking January, February, we'll have it down where it's just body work, painting, that kind of thing, and everything will be fine. So, not sure how this is going to work, because the whole front end under this truck needs to be replaced. Like I said, it's not been on the road, honestly on the road, since 1984. The whole front end of this thing is shot. The trailer arms in the back, all the bushings in that stuff is gone. They're just not there. We did put, new universal joints, new carrier bearing, all that stuff, but the pinion seal in the back is gone. So who knows how much grease is in this thing, right? There's still a bunch of dash gauges and lights that don't work, right? Which, no big deal if you're just going to drive it. What the heck? I mean, we've done most of the road ready stuff. But the front end of this thing has got to be replaced. I mean, and I'm talking every bit of it. Tie rods, ball joints, wouldn't hurt, replace the springs. I'm not so sure about that center link and the torsion bars. All the bushings are just gone. And, you know, he's wanting all this stuff done by November 1st. On top of, all right, we still got, put the exhaust back on it. No problem. 2 or 3 days maybe, you know, to run the exhaust out and get it where it needs to be, make sure that's right. New valve covers. All right, well, I can't adjust the valves. I done the best I could when it was sitting in the garage that he had, but the exhaust was so rotted out, man, you couldn't hear nothing. So all I was doing was hoping I got it close enough. So the deal was, we put the new exhaust on there, then I could hear, and I'm one of them people, man, I on a hydraulic lifter Chevrolet, I want it running when I adjust the valves. I'm not going to sit there and do this stuff, you know, with the engine not running, because it never works out right. And kudos to you if you can do it, because I've never been able to do it. So anyways, we got to adjust them. He's bought valve covers. You got to put that on there, right? Redo, just flip the valve covers over, because where the air conditioner sits, I'm not sure you'll be able to see, but where the air conditioner sits, the PCV valve is in the wrong place, because the air conditioner sits right here. So you can't get to that. So we got to flip that around and get it to the back. You know, which all that stuff it's simple, right? No big whoopee. But when you get down to getting into this front end suspension and you get into that rear end suspension, that's not going to be a one-day thing. Well, it can be if you have nothing else to do, you know, like work and make a living. And then on top of that, man, we've had to redo the whole brake system to get all that done. There's the brake pedals all the way to the floor, because this brake system come out of a 72 don't fit in this truck. So you've only got like that much brake pedal, and that's a nightmare to get up under that dash and adjust that stuff out, and I'm still not sure that's going to adjust out. You sit down in this truck, oh God, it's a freaking, oh, you can't do it more than 5 minutes. It stinks so bad from the mice crap and mice pee and everything else that's in there, right? So that's got to be addressed before you can start driving it. And then we get to, I don't know if you can see, then we get to this side over here, man, where we're doing the air conditioning stuff, right? So the heater core, it's got a hole in it, so we got to replace that. Well, he's got all the switches that goes to the air conditioner stuff is on that heater box under there. You got to take out. So there's no sense in changing that heater core without changing all that electronic stuff up under, or electrical stuff up under there that goes to the air conditioner. I mean, there's no sense in putting it in and then taking it back apart to put that stuff back in there. You follow me? And we've got all this stuff sitting in the back. I mean, it's all been bought. It's all here. It's ready to go, except for the front end, the trailing arms, rear, that pinion again. So I'm not understanding what he's thinking, that we're going to jump out here in 6 weeks and get all this stuff done. I mean, there's a ton of work that's got to be done. I got a job. I got a business. I got to, feed my family. And he's got a job. Now, he comes down every 2 weeks on a Saturday for 4 hours. Does some things, hey, no big freaking deal. But you expect me just to stop working and do nothing but work on your truck so you can have it ready where you can drive it in November? That's not realistic, man. And this is the kind of crap you go through when you're dealing with somebody else's vehicle. But anyway, that's a little catch-up update. And I'm sorry I don't have, or I didn't get a chance to work on that Captiva. But like I said, man, it rained. It started raining here Friday. And it's rained all day yesterday, all day today until about an hour and a half ago. And I think it's like 7:30 here. So I didn't get a chance to get out there. But in order to do this, now I have to stop working on my car so I can get back and forth to work to do nothing but work on this car. I don't consider that fair, and I don't see how that's going to happen. But anyway, just a little update, man, of trying to catch some people up that are new to the channel. This truck, nice truck. I would love to have it. But you don't rush stuff. You start rushing stuff, man, it gets dangerous. It was sketchy getting this thing down here. I was expecting at any point, man, to drop a freaking tie rod or a ball joint, just go out and, lay the A-frames out, or some kind of, well, whatever you can call them. A-frames is what I call them. Something like that. And we was lucky to get it here for the amount of time it's been sitting. And now he wants this all done in, 6 weeks. It's not going to happen. There's just too much stuff going on. I'm still hitting my goal. He might get mad, but I'm figuring, work on it up till about, I'm thinking sometime after Christmas. This thing will be ready to go and until spring. Then we can hit the body, work on the dash lights and, all that kind of stuff, but it can be driven and be driven safely. But anyway, there you go, man. Just a little quick one, because this is the best I can do on today. for a video. I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all subscribing. I do get on here and rant from time to time about stuff, and kind of sorry about that, but I'm not understanding his logic, you know. Heck, we still can't get it. You know, you punch the gas, the thing dies and just falls flat on its face and dies. We ain't even addressed that. Now, going down the road at a steady speed, starting it up, idling, runs fine. But we haven't addressed the fact that you can't punch the gas decent, you know, taking off from a red light or a stop sign without the darn thing dying. And we're supposed to get every bit of this stuff done by November 1st. Have you lost your mind? That, you know. But anyway, there you go. It's just a quick little update, catching people up with what's going on with this thing. And again, I don't mind working on it. I've had some disagreements with this fella quite a few times. And I'm sure it won't be the last one. 'Cause I feel one coming up. But anyway, man, little update. Sorry I didn't get the Captiva stuff, like I said. But I'll get to it. Hope everything's going good in your world. Hope things good in your life. Word of advice: don't undertake a project that belongs to somebody else unless they're paying you to do that project. If you're doing it for free like me and just doing it out of goodness of your heart, don't take that on. You're in for a world of misery. But anyway, that's just some advice. Again, appreciate y'all watching, subscribing. Quick update, and I'll see you on the next one, either on this little C10 or the Captiva. Y'all have a good day or a good evening when y'all watch this, and we'll see you on the next one.